doesn't matter if you're an unarmed black man, white man, yellow, green, or purple man. You go breaking the law. We're going to come down on you nice and tasty. Police said they've asked the St. Joseph County prosecutor to review the case of a local woman who commented on Twitter, quote, "Who's going to Walkerton with me to burn down Memory's Pizza?" End quote. My, that's an awfully Frankenstein thing to say, isn't it? Yes, kind of. Or worse. The alleged poster of the tweet, who is a coach at an Elkhart County high school, was suspended the very next day in light of the investigation. Other comments surged forward, too, as the business's Yelp and Facebook page amassed hundreds of reviews in just 2 days, most of them negative, saying they believed the business is discriminatory. Folks, it's a pizzeria. You're supposed to be discriminatory. You're supposed to go there, eat some pizza, say, "Hey, this is damn good," or "Jesus Christ, you call yourself Italian? What the hell is this shit?" The business isn't discriminatory. You're supposed to be, damn it. Oh, but wait, I guess you are. Well, the Yelp listing now notes that the restaurant is closed, as does the Facebook page. The Indianapolis Star could not reach Crystal or Kevin O'Connor, the owners of the pizza place. The phone number rings to a busy signal with packed voicemail. Not all reception was negative, though. Someone created a GoFundMe account for the restaurant, saying that it hopes to raise money to recoup the profit losses the owners are experiencing. The page, as of 2 days ago, raised more than $425,000, and I'm happy to report today that it is now totaled up to $842,387. And I'm saying this because that should tell you something, America. Right there. You got your few bad apples. You got your few activists. You got your few mouthpieces out there crying wolf at the LGBTers' plight. Oh, poor us. We can't get married. Well, you know what? I can get married. I have been twice now, with the second one. What I think about marriage? I'll tell you what I think about marriage. And I've said this to my wife's face. And she doesn't like it, but it's a fact, and it's truth. And, well, you know me, I like spewing the truth. And the truth is, you can get married without the government's okay. You can. Just ask the LGBTers. They've been doing it for decades. Yes. 1974 was the first gay wedding I attended. A couple of friends of mine decided they loved each other so much they were getting married, and would I come? And you know what? Crash was there. You betcha. You know what else? They're not married anymore. But that's okay. There was no gnarly, horrible divorce. There was no separation of assets or any of that shit, because that wedding that I went to in 1974, well, it didn't get a marriage license. No. You couldn't have gay marriage back in 74. What, are you kidding? We're talking pre-Starsky and Hutch days. So they just split up, went their separate ways. They're still friends, talk to each other today. It's all nice. Well, as I can personally attest, my first lovely wife and I. Oh, not so lucky, no. The ramifications of which are still being felt to this day. I can tell you very much, thank you, and no, it's not a joyous thing. What is that? It's a piece of paper. It says that the government recognizes you as a married couple and will tax your ass accordingly. That's what a marriage license is. Everything else is for the bride and groom, whether they're boys or girls and boys, or boys and boys and girls. It doesn't matter. The wedding, the $10,000 dress, the reception, the hangover, all of that. That's the marriage. The stupid paperwork is literally the stupid paperwork to sign up for the right tax forms. That is the sum and total. Do you think the government cares? Personally? Does the government take a personal interest in your relationship? No. They don't care. Why would they? They've got bigger things to worry about, like putting LGBTers at the front of the parade. So there you go. There you have it. It's a piece of paper. And why fight for 2 decades to get the right to have that piece of paper and get in the same nightmare that is marriage that the heterosexual world enjoys? Huh? What is the divorce rate now? Like 87% of new couples end in divorce? And those are the legally married ones, the actual straight couples, because we still have some of those. Well, a few. Although I don't think you'll ever see them at the front of the St. Patrick's Day Parade in New York fucking City. No. Well, I think generating almost $1 million US for this small pizzeria that underwent these threats and had to shut its doors, simply for siding with the current laws of the state, that's kind of a scary thing. I don't care if it's LGBT or anything else. It's irrelevant. It's a company going out and saying we side with the laws of the state, and that's what they get. Tell me there's not a bigger problem? Oh, there's a bigger problem. Yes, there is. VP of Marketing loses her job at the corporation. A woman. Yes, you PCers, you failed here. A woman lost a corporate VP job because she said something that some fat idiot somewhere on Twitter didn't like. That's the sum and total. Somebody got offended at the use of words, and that woman's career is over. Because do you think she'll get hired at another corporation? No. Won't happen. It was international news. Of course it's not going to happen. Let me tell you about those crowdfunders. $842,000. And the thing's still open. Oh, yeah, you go to GoFundMe there and look up that pizzeria. Yes, Memories Pizza. You'll get right to it. People are donating to this because they feel sorry for these people. This husband and wife team who have a pizzeria, a small business, a young family, and are living the American dream. To get shut down because you state that you're with the state you're living in and their laws, I'm surprised they didn't get Molotov cocktails through the front window. But you know what? That is coming. Oh, yes. Because with every glorification that we as a society do in this country, i.e. LGBT, what are you doing? You're separating them. They're better. They have special laws. They're not just Americans. They're LGBT Americans. It puts them on a higher level. That's the message being sent. And the PCers, yes, those politically correct out there, go to further support that. And what do you do when you separate a society but keep them penned up in the same room? Yeah. It's no wonder police forces all over this country are getting armored vehicles. I would too. But let's stay on track here. And when I say on track, I mean on track. I'm going to go for another commercial break, but when we come back, I'm going to tell you about the threats coming from the sports world. Yeah. Yes. The NBA, the NFL, the NAACP. Oh, no, they're not a sports team. Cut me some slack. I'm not into sports. But hey, gay athletes are all coming out now, aren't they? Yes, everybody's favorite NFL football teams out there, they're finding that their quarterbacks are gay and questioning their own manhood as fans of the NFL, aren't they? Well, don't worry, they are. Well, the sports world has actually given notice. Yes, they have. They said, quote, "The sports world is watching." There you go. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
And you are listening to Crash Talk with Christopher John Taylor, a.k.a. Crash Jesus, on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
When we arrived at our hotel in New York, the porter was so incredibly careless with our bags. And the room they gave us, it was beautiful. A broom closet. But the worst part was the shower. My wife drying herself with the
Egyptian cotton towels.
shower curtain defined that whole vacation for her. Don't just visit New York.
Visit TripAdvisor New York.
With millions of reviews, a visit to TripAdvisor makes any destination better.
Glasses. White Rum has a new captain. Introducing the all-new Captain Morgan White Rum. 5 times distilled for a smoother taste.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
And you are listening to Crash Talk with Christopher John Taylor, a.k.a. Crash Jesus, on HTLA Radio 1, New York.
What if there was a coffee that was sourced from some of the world's most renowned growing regions? Abundant with rich, fertile soil. What if this coffee was picked at the perfect moment, then packed meticulously and shipped carefully to be roasted under the watchful eye of coffee masters? What if it was expertly blended, ground, and sealed, ensuring maximum flavor and freshness, then brewed in small batches and always served fresh within 20 minutes, just the way you like it? Now, what if this coffee just happened to be the coffee you already know and love? Tim Hortons. Always fresh. Always great tasting coffee.
We're New York's best talk radio, HTLA Radio 1.
Yeah, we are back, of course. We are Tuesday night Crash Talking. Your host, Chris Crash Jesus Taylor, in the Studio 2 with you tonight here in Manhattan. 59 degrees still in Central Park. Still cloudy, I think. I don't know. It's dark out. You'll have to go see for yourself. There you go. So tonight we're talking the RFRA, not RGAY. That's the big show. Talking all about that Religious Freedom Act and how it doesn't pertain to gays or LGBTs or lesbians or bis or trans or... Hell, I don't even think it applies to cross-dressing paperboys. It's all about religion. But there's a whole shitstorm, isn't there? Yeah. A shitstorm from the LGBTers. Who, yeah, I'm going to say it, they get shunned by their church and they're pissed. It's got to be it. There's no other reason. Who the hell cares if a pizza joint won't cater your wedding? What the hell kind of lowlife are you if you want pizza at your wedding anyway? Come on, get some taste. Oh. And now, of course, the gay athletes are rising up. Yes, all of our favorite quarterbacks and offensive linemen. Well, they're all out of the closet now. They're all wearing rainbow shorts, and they're about to do you right up the ass. Because the sports world is watching, you fuckers. Yes, it is. They ain't going to take it anymore. They're going to, I don't know, they're going to strike. They're going to go, I don't know, stop playing or something. They're going to, yeah, so you better watch out. Well, indeed, the gay athletes on RFRA are pissed, apparently. NBA veteran Jason Collins reacted the only way he knew how when protest for LGBT rights erupted in Indiana. He jumped into the game. That's right. Collins, who is the Indianapolis for the final hour, sent a message Saturday to Indiana and states considering their religious freedom legislation